On September 9, 2025, Israel made a choice that reshaped the Middle East. It was not a grand battle or a territorial conquest. It was a single, targeted airstrike in Doha, the capital of Qatar, meant to decapitate Hamas leadership and assert Israel's reach. Instead, it backfired spectacularly. The turning point wasn't on a battlefield, but in the court of diplomacy. Tactical strength collided with the hard limits of political reality. Israel's strategic position weakened, forcing a return to talks on worse terms. The strike on Qatar was a profound miscalculation. Before this event, Israel dictated the tempo through intelligence superiority, human sources and signals collection inside Gaza and Hamas networks. Its air arm delivered precision strikes with drone surveillance and layered defenses like Iron Dome. Missile defenses reduced domestic pressure and enabled sustained operations. Control of Gaza's borders, sea, and airspace constrained Hamas resupply to smuggling and tunnels. Decapitation campaigns and tunnel warfare degraded leadership, command hubs, and launch sites. Beyond Gaza, Israel hit proxies and corridors, isolating Hamas by pressuring its web of support. Diplomatic partnerships provided political cover that constrained Hamas's diplomatic space. Altogether, an operational dominance that could retaliate, contain, and deter for a time. Israel escalated to make Hamas strategically redundant, extend the battlefield, target Iranian-linked sites and supply lines, raising costs for Tehran. Diplomacy reconfigured, courting regional actors, intelligence sharing, and anti-Iran alignment. Narrative framing. Hamas cast as a tool of jihadist Iran, shrinking its legitimacy. The aim: no allies, no safe havens, no political future. Culmination. Strike the political hub in Doha to send the message: no sanctuary. A high-stakes move to end the game. But plans that ignore political thresholds invite unintended consequences. Here is how that pivotal decision unfolded, and how a single strike unraveled years of leverage. On the evening of September 9, 2025, 8 F-15s and 4 F-35s launched under cover of night. To avoid Arab airspaces, they routed over the Red Sea and fired air-launched ballistic missiles into space. The missiles flew high above Saudi Arabia, then re-entered and descended on Doha's Lektaifia district. The target, a Qatari government residential complex hosting senior Hamas figures discussing a US-backed ceasefire. Primary targets reportedly included Khalil al-Hayya and Khaled Mashal. Hamas said 5 members were killed, but the negotiating delegation survived. Among the dead, al-Hayya's son and his office director. Qatar confirmed a Qatari security official was killed, a violation of its sovereignty. Shock and outrage rippled across the region. The political gamble had failed. Within days, an emergency Arab-Islamic summit convened in Doha. Nearly 60 member states condemned the strike as a grave breach of international law. Leaders warned Israel's uncontrolled behavior threatened regional stability and existing peace deals. The UN Security Council convened and condemned the violation of Qatar's sovereignty. Efforts to expand the Abraham Accords stalled. States quietly considering normalization were forced to distance themselves. Summit recommendations: review ties, impose sanctions, suspend weapon transfers to Israel. Gulf confidence in U.S. guardianship wavered after the undetected strike. Some explored alternative defense alignments with China and Turkey. Then came the harshest blow from Washington. President Trump said he was not thrilled with how it went down. On September 29th, he signed a historic order. Any armed attack on Qatar would be deemed a threat to U.S. peace and security. The United States would respond with all lawful measures: diplomatic, economic, and if necessary, military. A red line around Qatar, effectively foreclosing further Israeli strikes there. Trump then orchestrated an apology call to Qatar during Netanyahu's White House visit. Netanyahu expressed deep regret for the strike and for the Qatari serviceman's death, publicly for the world to see. The Qatar strike revealed a paradox. Overwhelming force can still lose the plot. Israel's military and intelligence edge was real, but a single overreach unraveled its strategic leverage. Ironically, the U.S. order created a sanctuary in Qatar off-limits to Israeli action. New constraints came not from adversaries, but from Israel's closest ally. Apology was the price to resume mediation, and Israel returned to talks from a weaker position. The very negotiations the strike sought to short-circuit became the only path forward. Sovereignty, alliances, and law are hard constraints, not abstractions. From dominance to desperation, strengths misapplied became liabilities. Power must pair with political wisdom, or it triggers blowback. The operation did not destroy Hamas, but it damaged Israel's standing and autonomy. True strength lies not just in the ability to strike, but in knowing when to show restraint. After September 2025, Israel faced a new reality. Rebuild trust, respect boundaries, and accept limits in a crowded region. A single strike can change the game when political reality answers with a harder truth.